Hey you guys, and welcome here to my channel. This is Michelle D, and this is another pick a card reading for your energies that interest you highly. I would say, I believe. I just suggest that we are interested in our overall well-being, our feelings, how we're gonna be, in which mood we will be in this new period of time, in the new month. How our money is gonna go, how our vitality, is gonna go, our also physical goals, whatsoever it might be. It can be health related, it can be like fitness goals. For everybody it can be something else. And also, of course, our love life. This is the thing that we want to know the most, right? So at least all people I know and clients that are booking readings. Thank you so much that you are here. I appreciate you very much being here. From the bottom of my heart, I'm doing all I can here for you. And we're gonna have, and I hear 4 piles. Spirit wants me to do 4 piles and all prominent topics for life we're gonna see here, yeah? And I invite you to pick these piles. We have 4 piles here, and I'm gonna, use the candle for it as well. These are general readings that can apply to you, but it's not guaranteed because it's a general reading for so many people, okay? If you need something really specific for you, I invite you to write me an email and you receive an information mail how we can work together. For a decade, I am working specifically with clients professionally here with my tarot cards. I'm a tarot card reader, also with a certificate. And I'm also spiritual my whole life. So we can also do a very deep analysis, which is very fundamental, very logical, with science like human design, the astrology and the numerology. But these are things that are, like I have different models, okay? And in this information mail, you can also explain me what's your issue, and I can suggest you something, and I will give you also, few options to choose from, and I'm going to explain which one can help you the most from my perspective, from my suggestion, and you are the one who is deciding and picking what's best for you. You see what's all about, right? And this is now for your new month here. You see it in the title, but still these are also timeless readings. So when you find this video later on, it will be a pick a card reading, which is timeless. And it is okay, because time is really not existing in the spiritual world. This is our concept in our minds. And just accept it that, I can do it that way because it is a very spiritual thing, time. Okay, and it can work as a pick a card reading then in the future also, when you are in the mood to watch a video like that. Also, you can find in one of my playlists for English pick a card readings always a topic that can interest you. There is a full archive of pick a card readings for any kind of topic, and you will feel the feeling to be drawn to a video and to pick a video that I actually recorded, a month ago or even years ago. So this thing is really working. That's why I'm doing it that way. Of course, you can jump also to the timestamps which are underneath. Just few words to my channel. I do international videos. You will find an English version always, and always 2 others, one in German and one in Polish language. Because of my English speaking YouTube here, I'm able to speak English kinda fluently, and I don't forget what I learned at school. Yay! And Polish is my mother tongue, and in Germany I grew up. You guys, so much said. Yeah, I'm a Pisces, and it's also a quite artsy channel, and many of my pick a card readings are together with music or some, you know, arts like drawing. And so subscribe to the channel and also press the bell to not miss any video. And thank you also, dear guys, for all your likes and comments. And yeah, you can also put wishes in the comment section what you wanna hear and see next. And now let's just jump into the choices for you. That candle here, you guys, this is pile number 1. If you feel drawn to pile number 1, then this is your reading. And next will be pile number 2 and so on. Here you see pile number 2. Here you can find pile number 3. And this will be pile number 4. And you guys, I am in Munich right now. This is Germany. And I also have a German channel for my mobile music school. And this is also a travel vlog and a music school. So if you understand German, check it out. And now we just move here to the reading. Hey, pile number 1 people, welcome. This is a very interesting reading. Spirit is telling me through the number that I threw for you here, the number 8. So your mood and your well-being and how you feel, you know, your how to say, optimism, enthusiasm, what's that? I'm so sorry. My English is not perfect, I'm sorry, yeah? Or, you know, just your sense of well-being, yeah? Somehow happy feelings are actually on a very high level. It's an 8. And the thing is, I'm wondering a bit. Let's see what's going on. Look, for your vitality is a very big range. For some of you, it can be really health related, you know. For others of you, these could be just high levels when it comes to health, well-being, physical well-being, fitness, and stuff like this. You see what I mean, yeah? For one person, it can be, oh, really, you know, issues with health. But for others, it can be just a goal to, you know, lose some pounds, okay? Yeah? But everything which is well-being and health related, I call it vitality here. I can't talk about health here. Your vitality is quite, these are not very pretty cards, you know. I'm not going to explain too much. You see the cards. They are scary. 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 The thing is here, Spirit wants you to warn. Some of you are having not a very good lifestyle. Maybe you're smoking and you know it's not good for you. And Spirit is just warning you, because I was also asking, what should you do? And really having a healthy lifestyle, please eat more vegetables. Please work out if you can. Yeah, if you can't work out, if you only can walk outside, then walk outside. Others, if you can work out. Yeah. So, and please go more to nature. Nature is a thing. Vitality, vitamins, minerals. Just you know, just ground yourself more. You're not grounded. You are not grounded. You are in a risky state here, but you feel like an 8, you know, and that's a little bit unrealistic, okay? You have a chance to have a better well-being. You all, everybody who's watching, but you have to, you know, take the responsibility somehow, yeah? And you guys, this is a general reading. Some of you will not relate to that at all, and it's only about superficial things like overweight or something. Okay, but Spirit is saying that this is risky for you, okay? So some people can be a little bit like unhealthy and they survive very well, and others will have actually the problem in few years. And here Spirit is telling you, you're not the candidate that can allow
him or herself to you know, do whatever the hell you want somehow. See what I mean? So sorry for the bluntness. This is tarot. This is not a movie. This is no fantasy world. We are seeing what the cards are telling, okay? And this is exactly what I say. I hope you like that. If you like it, give it a like. Yeah. So I don't know why a motherfucker is screaming. I leave it like that. And these are demonic people, okay? Always when you want to do something, there is one demon that tries to disturb you. And now he's silent, yeah? If you guys know about chosen ones, you know what I mean. Okay, so we continue. Otherwise I would call the police and call the reception here. I'm at a hotel, but I need the space here. Okay. The next point is here your career and money. You have a lot of chances to make good decisions. You have a lot of tips also from the outside. You have a lot of maybe suggestions here in the month. Suggestions that help you, you know, have any sort of balance. Money is not that strong here in this month. I'm gonna be honest to you, it's not very strong. And Spirit is telling you, Spirit is giving you the tip, you should be not so content. Please don't be content, don't be too happy. Accept the thing how it is, but also see that it's not really brilliant for you. Yes, the suggestions are real and good, but the money is not quite that good in this month. Yeah. And Spirit is saying you could do better, but actually this month is a little bit weak with money, but still you can grab all the opportunities that people are throwing at you. It could be also a job with traveling, any sort of career when where traveling is included. Some of you will have the opportunity to have a job as a bus driver, for example. And bus driver is a big word. You could be a bus driver who is traveling with, I don't know, a Flixtrain or something like that, or Flixbus, or you know what I mean. I don't know if that thing is in your country or something, but these, you know, buses that go also abroad and in other cities, like Greyhound or something, yeah? Or traveling like a stewardess or somebody in the train, I don't know. Or something that you have to travel because of other reasons. You could have these opportunities here, but maybe the money is not that strong in this month, okay? And you should be also a little bit sad about that, says Spirit, because we already saw, we got the 8 here, so actually your mood is good. But you are not really grounded, and maybe you don't know that so much. Maybe, I mean, guys, you know, I love you, okay? But we all have, maybe from time to time, some blind spots. You maybe think you are more secure than you actually are. And Spirit doesn't want you to be too happy with the 8. Spirit actually wants you to be a little bit more grounded, not too happy, only happy when there are really nice opportunities for you, and not only to be thankful about every crap that actually people try to give you. Because this thing can also happen, and then don't be happy, be critical, yeah? So these are things you can think about. This is more what I hear, yeah? You are greater than actually that what's happening right now to you. You can do more, you can be more, because you are more. Here are brilliant people, but actually let themselves breadcrumb because you're too happy about every opportunity. This is what I hear, yeah? This is what I hear. And it can be due to trauma. When you grew up with narcissists, you have no chance then to be like that a little bit, yeah? And I don't want to shame everybody. This is only to help and only to, you know, put you further here, yeah? Okay? So for that is tarot, not to criticize and not to shame anybody, yeah? So the next thing will be love. You will accept that you are not getting younger, yeah? For folks who are actually a little bit older here or something like that, And then also think about logically, as the Queen of Swords here, you guys, the thing will be, you will be triggered, maybe by youth, yeah, because you know the page is quite young. For others, it could be a thing with children. You will recognize that maybe your body is not young anymore and you can't have any children anymore somehow, or not in a way that you plan to. Yeah, that can be the problem with this physical thing here. That will make a decision, will provoke a decision from you. Those who have an issue with aging, you will make the decision, okay, then I'm older, then my peer group is older too. Then I don't run after 30 years old when I'm 59, yeah? I mean, you can. You can. There is no dogmatic thing here, but it will be just a feeling that you will be confronted with reality, okay? However this reality is, I mean, for some folks it will be about children, having own children, not possible to have these children in a way that you plan to. This is very different for everyone, at least, yeah? Or just youth. Some of you will just accept that, and others will just do like, okay, then I do something for myself, maybe any sort of surgery even, could be a thought for some of you, but not for all of you, you know, but it will be just a logical decision. I don't see here love, yeah, I see here more a trigger, because the overall theme here is like really a reality check. I'm sorry that you have this pile, yeah, but I see here maybe a Saturn return, for some folks of you, a sort of midlife crisis, and these things must be solved, yeah, not ignored, and this is the great task here in this month. Your tip is to wait and to be, and this is something we don't like, yeah, sorry, you guys, thank you so much. That was the first pile. If you need help, you know, cards are not fixed in stone. When you have a different strategy, you can have different results. For that, I'm inviting you for a private reading here, because we can also think like, hey, what about when you apply there? What about when you do this? What about when you have maybe some help from vitalist specialists somewhere else, you know? See what I mean, yeah? And then your answers, the variation of answers will be bigger, and of course there are more possibilities, and you have a sort of outcome through the cards, and then you can decide really your steps. My email is in the info box, and I love you. And now we are moving to pile number 2. Hi, my lovely pile 2 people. Welcome here to your to your channel, to my channel, to your pick a card reading. Your month will be good, but also a bit challenging, okay? But I'm gonna explain that, but it all depends on your mood, on your mindset. This is the most important thing, is your mindset here in this month. It's the most important thing, okay? Because you have to make clear in your head how to respond to situations, okay? But I'm gonna explain that. Look, your vitality, how you feel in your body will be great, okay? So, and now we keep in mind, this is a general reading. What does that mean? There are folks watching here who have physical issues or health issues, and other folks who are in great health and are just asking for things like, I don't know, you know, physical fitness, let's say, okay? Or you just want to lose some kilograms or some pounds. I mean, these are no health issues, but it's still the topic of vitality here, and physical vitality. And your vitality will be better, great, because you feel younger than normal. Your body is younger than your age, yeah? And for those folks who have really physical issues and watching here, you will feel more vital than in other times. Here's also a new beginning when it comes to health and vitality. Maybe you will join a fitness studio. Maybe you will find, when it is for you about health, a new therapy for yourself that will make you younger here. There is also a rejuvenation possible, but a real rejuvenation could be that you're eating different, and of course your skin will be glowing. Yeah, it's not so much Botox or something here, because I'm asking really about health and not about, you know, cosmetic procedures. You see the difference. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, yeah, and whatever. But it is really a physical rejuvenation here possible, and you will have tons of energy. And when you invest in any sort of physical thing here, yeah, I don't know, therapy or fitness studio or I don't know what, yeah, somehow something to do with physicality, it will pay off, yeah, it will really pay off, give you energy. Maybe you change also your diet and it will give you energy. You will be moving more also, and your moving routine somehow will be better as in other times. Your career, maybe you are in a social field, and here are people who have a problem, yeah, the devil. There could be physical problems here, there could be problems that cage them in a way. It could be also something else that doesn't need to be something social. You could also work in another field, and that there could be any sort of people who are not nice, who are maybe somehow narcissists or are in a very bad mood. Somehow somebody is here in a not so good mood. Maybe they are triggered very easily or something, and you are in the middle of that. And now, let's see. So we have here the broken heart. Yeah, it will not be easy for you to work there. The money, it will be devil's money. That means it's good money. Okay? I'm kidding, guys. You know, the thing is, the devil is from my practice when it comes to tarot and from my experience, it is a money card, and it represents that money is flowing to you also, yeah? But the thing is, yes, it is not easy to maybe keep the money, and it's not easy to somehow you need to be stronger than actually this toxic energies here. And I'm telling you one thing, it could be that you maybe fall in love at work, and this guy or this colleague is not in love with you, and you are maybe, you know, somehow not so responsible, let's say, and had any sort of affair with them, yeah? I don't recommend this behavior, but guys, I mean, life is life, yeah? You're sitting there, you think like, oh gosh, I had, you know, somehow something with my colleague that I didn't want to, or with my boss, and you fell somehow in love, and they didn't, yeah? I mean, come on, yeah? And they are still competing with you at work and use you as a stepping stone, or don't again, an English word that is challenging for me, is not really giving you the feelings back. That's a toxic situation. Or you work with disabled people who really hate to have these health issues, and you're the punching ball sometimes because they cannot help themselves, and it's not even mean from them, it is just what it is, yeah, it's just a fucking situation, yeah, and you must be really a lot of strong human to always be that content with that, or just relaxed, yeah, so whatever it might be, you guys, there are some toxic components that are fucking not easy. But Spirit is telling me, and now listen, now comes the mindset. Spirit is telling me, you can relax in that. You can relax in that. Don't take it personal. We can laugh about the devil. Yeah, when somebody is criticizing you and they have no right. Okay, you can say like, okay, it's their problem. He's the fool, not me. And you laugh about this guy. You see what I mean? Yeah? And try to have a positive mindset. Relax. You can also, you should also make a balance in your money. Yeah? Maybe you can also, when it's too much for you here and you don't want to keep on going with that job or with that colleague or whatever it might be, you can also search for an alternative here that makes a balance in your work life, yeah? Money will be okay, yeah, but the money is not easy earned. That's what it is here, yeah. But your mood is a 5. Your mood is a 5 because you are thinking too much. But Spirit is telling me your mood could be a 10. It's about your mindset. Be optimistic, yeah. Be more like a Sagittarius. I don't know what sign you are, but Sagittarius is a very optimistic thing here going on, okay? And be proactive like a fire sign. Try to do that, yeah? And then, you know, it will be better with this 10 thing. Okay, and now the love life. Love is a bit challenging here. It's karmic for some of you. You will be smart in love. That means you will make a decision. It could be also about age. It could be also about appearance. Maybe you don't like the man or man or females that you are attracting, but it's up to us. I mean, we attract always what we are. And these things will be present in your mind. And there are tons of coaches and tons of strategies how to attract better partners, yeah? If you don't like what you attract, and you won't like what you attract here. And maybe dating is for you also not that nice because it's overwhelming for you. But you will be smart to make a good decision that you can date better. Yeah? Okay? Whatever the mindset is that you have to change. Some will also change really radical that appearance to actually, you know, I don't know, maybe you find all your guys that you attract or women just not appealing, come on, yeah? And you think like, okay, then I will fucking rejuvenate, do some workout here and try to make that better, yeah? Whatever that it might be. Or maybe you attract people who are not generous or something like that, yeah? Or are totally unemotional and you get nothing from them or something, whatever it might be, yeah? So the thing is, you have to surround yourself, that's the tip of Spirit, surround yourself with wealthy people and people on a higher level. And with earth signs, that could be a thing. Not everybody on a higher level must be an earth sign here, yeah? So don't take these signs here too literal. Concentrate yourself also on the World Wide Web, maybe jobs on the internet, maybe dating internationally. Just have a bigger mindset than only the things that you are surrounded with. Manifest also with your fantasy and with your vision. That's very good. And also concentrate on your transformation, and not only, but also on your breakthrough in a positive way. Okay? Breakthrough really positively, to the world even. Yeah? Increase your money, your status, concentrate on yourself. Of course, when you have children and family, don't be egoic, yeah? But you see, also when you don't concentrate on false people, concentrate better on you. And that will be a good thing, and then the next month will be better and more successful somehow, yeah? But just be also thankful for that what you have, and don't think too much, and also do nice things for yourself, yeah? Hanging out with friends, talking with girlfriends about your situation, and you will have more fun, you will laugh about that, and then it will be all easier. I love you. So, hey, my lovelies, pile number 3, welcome. You guys, so we start with your vitality, physical vitality, and I see that some of you have any sort of issues when it comes to alcohol, for most of you, or drugs, or any sort of addiction. And guys, this thing could be also quite small, but it's something that you don't like. It could be also overeating somehow, or just, you know, being a little bit addicted to sweets. And I'm not telling you that you are, you know, eating sweets the whole day. But it could be just a thing that you wish some pounds down, or you want to lose some weight, and it doesn't really working, yeah? And for majority, it is alcohol, yeah? And the thing is, you can pay a coach that helps you to get rid of that. So easy. Your addiction stems from a different person. and this different person can be somebody very loving, very lovely. It could be an uncle from your childhood. It could be your father. It could be just somebody who actually raised you from your family line, and you love this person. And you didn't see this person really drunk or something, but you saw this person celebrating, maybe a lot, but in a very cute way, not in a, not in a negative way, and not in a way that you felt it's unhealthy. But this impression, and you really love this person, and you love this person till the day. It could be also any form of stepfather or father figure. It could be also a good friend from childhood. It could be anybody. And because you learned that celebrating and a bit overindulgence is something positive, because you like this person. And that's so unconscious in your mind that you actually you maybe don't think that it's still working in your unconscious. You see what I mean? Yeah? And the thing is, you have to be patient with yourself. And the other scenario is somebody in your home life, that could be also a neighbor that you don't know, has a drinking issue. And you adapt that. Because it could be that you are very open in your G center in the human design, let's say, or in your emotional center, or in your head and ajna, and you pick up the thoughts to drink, and you kinda, and it could be also more reasons, not only that, but somehow a stranger or somebody from your family from the past, or somebody who is still in your presence and it's from your family, yeah, whoever it might be, they are actually the problem. Yeah? You have to be patient, and you can also have a therapy, really go into therapy, and then you learn also a lot of good things, also unconventional things, to get rid of that. And that can be applied to everything, you guys. Yeah, maybe somebody in your surrounding is addicted to food, and you are picking that up, and it's actually not yours. Maybe you are working with somebody who's always snacking something. Who knows, yeah? Or having a shopping addiction. Addiction is everything. But it's physical, so it must be something physical. And still, when it's a shopping addiction and you have no money and you want to have more money, and you always spend your money for clothes, that's also physical, okay? Because money is actually something that comes down to physicality in a way. But it's very, very abstract now. I believe because it is really something physical for the most of you, it is also something with your body. Yeah? That's the thing that bothers you here. Okay, I leave it like that, okay? That can apply to you, it's a general reading. We go into the career thing. There is a wonderful person in your surrounding. You are surrounded with nice people. This is why it's very hard to criticize them, yeah? Especially him here, you see what I mean, yeah? There is a very great personality in your surrounding. It can be a woman and she's a water sign, or she has a lot of water in her chart. And she is in the same company as you, or can help you with things. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm your tarot reader because I'm a Pisces, and this is not a commercial to actually manipulate you into my readings. I'm not that type. I believe that when somebody likes that way, the way I do, the right clients will come. So don't feel bothered here. But you know, that could be anything, somebody who can help you. Yeah? And these persons have directly or indirectly something to do with your career. They can give you the right tip, or somebody like that is actually working in your surrounding, and you could go with them for lunch in the lunchtime, or for coffee when there is a break time. And they have a lot of inspirational ideas maybe, or just they can give you such a good feeling and have a wonderful energy of success. And just because, you know, being surrounded with them can give you more motivation to do more, to manifest more, and to do some extra that your income can increase. Maybe they could give you also a tip for any sort of school or any sort of certificate that you can do. She could be also your boss, okay? Or just a colleague. And through this person, so just be open
with open eyes, go with open eyes somehow through your world, and somebody will give you the right tip to do better in your work and have more money. And that could be maybe something like a workshop or a seminar or any sort of schooling that you can book or do, and then through this certificate that you get in the end or something like that, you have more chances to also make something on the side. And it could be the chance that you start with being self-employed also here, yeah? Okay, maybe you will have a side hustle here for yourself, on your own, something self-employed. It could be also something that you start here, and it will give you the first money, and overall it will be extra money for you, yeah? And you will feel very, very good and successful in this month. I don't see the big money, but I see that you will have some more money here, and you will know that this idea will be successful, and that's why you will be optimistic. And money is enough. This is what I see here, okay? This is also the card that... And you're manifesting money through this person here. You will be very happy in your workspace. This is what I'm seeing. Also emotionally very, very happy. Your love life, you guys. Yeah. So your love life, you can't decide for nothing and nobody. Maybe you're not even deciding if you're gay or not. Maybe you're not deciding if you want to have a relationship or not. Maybe you can't decide if you want to get married or not. You don't decide nothing because you don't have the clarity. That's why you cannot take the chances right now. You need time to clear out your mind. And something in you doesn't want to go into the relationship or into any relationship or work on the marriage, whatever it might be. The consequences will be that somebody is actually fed up with that, yeah? And for some of you, it will be a little bit harsh in your love life because not everybody wants to accept that. It could be also the partner that is somehow going away from you or is not working on the relationship, or even somebody on the side. But this is something I don't want to tell for everybody. The point is, there is a lack of motivation here. If you're married or single, you are not motivated, and you are not motivated, and your partner is also not motivated, yeah? So it's very needed to have here more clarity why this partner, if you have one, is actually mirroring that. What's in me that doesn't want to go fully into it? Yeah? And this is something you will be on your feet, yeah, in this month, if you want to get to know yourself more. So I don't see a big love life. I see even the consequences for some of you. That could be a little bit like partner is actually moving out into the hotel or in the car or on the couch and is coming back 2 weeks later or whatnot, yeah? Those scenarios. Or even really getting divorced. And this is something I don't wish for you. But the thing is, the most important thing with your love life is that it stems from you, that you are not motivated. And when people are reacting on you, all right, so that's the thing, what's coming up from that. Okay? The next, yeah, a crisis is here to gain a different perspective. You will be glad about your new perspective of any sort of challenge in your life. And I'm not kidding you, when we are in a sort of crisis, maybe this is because of your love life, who knows, we will have a new perspective and we are smarter than before. And this is something we like when the crisis is over. And we are thankful for this crisis, yeah? But not in the middle of the crisis. You have to gain a different perspective on your own here. Try to not judge anybody and not yourself. Just know that everything has a cause and an effect. And analyze the situation realistically. Try to, yeah? Work on that. Meditate, journal, stuff like that. Go maybe into therapy. Yeah, jealousy could be a thing here. Jealousy could be a thing. Maybe even somebody from your work will be a cause of trouble in your love life, because, you know, it could be also another female. I mean, the point is,
This is really the new perspective maybe in your love life. You have to be clear in that. And it goes much too long and it must come to an end, the situation. Yeah, for some of you, for a lot of you, it is a situation that goes too long already, that crisis. And it will come to an end, even though it will be sad. But it will come to an end. And you should really learn from this situation. Whatever it might be, it's for everybody something else. Write me also in the comments what's with you. I would be very, very curious. You guys, you don't feel so good, but Spirit says you could feel like an 8. Yeah? When you are faster with this process of getting wise, you should get wise from any sort of situation in your life. When you do that, and you see also the nice things in life, then you can have an 8 here. Because your perspective on career is great. I love you. Bye. Hey, my dear. Pile 4, last but not least. How are you? Hope you're doing great. Your physical vitality, when it comes to just your physical well-being, I'm not talking about health. I'm just talking about the tendencies, stronger or not stronger, something like that, yeah? You have wonderful genes. You can make a living out of your genes. Maybe you guys are just brought up perfectly. Maybe your mom was a model, your dad was a fitness trainer or any sort of bodybuilder or whatnot, and they knew everything about nutrition, and you have a very, very nice upbringing when it comes to your habits, when it comes to food, for example, but also you have great genes. And when you are now this candidate that thinks like, oh gosh, but actually I have maybe some issues with my health always my whole life, and she's telling me I have great genes. It could be that somehow you actually have still great genes, yeah? I mean, health issues could be karmic. Health issues could be because we have fucked up habits that actually our family never had, yeah? It would be great for you, and if you have great health or not great health, but for everybody who's watching here, for pile number 4, to really dig into your family history. What ate your grandma? What ate your mom? What ate the mom of your grandma? Your grandpa, something like that. I'm telling mom because, you know, if, I don't know, traditionally women were the ones who were making the fire in the food. No, but you know, for some of you it could be just your dad also, you know, don't take that too literally, yeah. For those who's resonating that, you guys, when you dig into this history of your family, you will know that actually you could stick to everything what your family did before, yeah? Maybe you could learn from your grandma something that you can do as a habit in your own life now when it comes to food and moving around in the day. That doesn't need to be fitness, it don't need to be sports. It can be just moving around in the day, you know? A habit like going by bike everywhere, whatever it might be, taking the steps, you know, stuff like that, yeah? And you can learn from your family here, or just remember, just remind yourself what did my mother do in my childhood, and I could adapt that again, and it would do great favors for me, yeah? And others who are resonating with this thing, you could go and sell any sort of diet products, because you look like, you know, being that example of being that lean or strong or whatever it might be here, if you're male, female, whatever your ideals are. And people will buy that because you're the example that shows, oh yeah, that product could actually help. Even though it's not the product, these are your genes that you have, you see what I mean, yeah? But still, when we have great genes and we still are working on ourselves, then others will also come to a better point in life, even though it's maybe not really the product alone. Yeah, these are also habits, you know, mentality, and also just genes, you know. For others who think like, oh no, we don't have some nice, healthy genes in the family, but you have money. And with that money, you can go to every fitness studio, you can do every procedure here, anything. Yeah. For others who have really issues with health, your family will always help you out. And they will always have the money for the cost of medication, and believe that it will be okay. Yeah, even though maybe somehow you could think that it will never be like that, but I see that you maybe come from a very wealthy family, and if it's not your family, you guys, somehow maybe you are in Germany, yeah, and Germany is a very social state, and the country has your back. Yeah, it's different than in America or something like that. I don't know where you're actually watching from. Yeah, you guys, that was your health and soul. Your family can really big time help you with your health. However it might be, adapted to your own situation, how my family can help me. Maybe the examples I told you are not appealing to you because you have other arguments, yeah? Just think for yourself, it's a general reading. If you need help with every detail what I'm telling you, or not detail, of course, it's always possible to reach out to me for a private session. How I told in the beginning, you can listen to that from the beginning if you want to, how to book one. Yeah, I continue, you guys, with your career. Oh wow, you cannot decide for any sort of business what to do, where to apply, how to make your money, and it is because you need rest. You will have help here, maybe from your father, maybe from government, maybe from any sort of uncle, I don't know, maybe from any sort of sugar daddy for some of you. You know, guys, I also have a lot of humor, okay? Laugh with me, yeah? And if you have a sugar daddy, then have one, yeah? See what I mean? But hey, you know, any sort of guy will gonna help you, okay? You have the genes maybe to attract something like that. And, yeah. You don't like the situation that you can't decide for nothing. It's an indecision. But guys, go to the sauna, enjoy your day. Yeah? Accept how it is. Accept it. You have to relax. This is your tip here. That's your tip. You have to relax. Yeah? Because when you don't relax, it is a sort of burnout. Even though you say, no, I don't have a burnout. A burnout is a very weird depression people have. Yes, but the beginnings of a burnout are just the boredom that you have. Because you're not motivated. You had just enough. Yeah? So you have to rest. And you can, because you can afford to rest. Somebody is gonna rest you. And when it comes to your fitness thing or any sort of physical thing, you have to make money out of that and take care of a better fundament when it comes to your physicality, and you will succeed when you continuously do the diet, take your time, relax, and also work on your health when it comes to health, and others should make really a living out of your genes, yeah? Okay, and now we continue with your love life. Oh, a lot of sex, affairs, on, off, being alone, and you have to be discontent. Please be discontent. Spirit is telling you, don't accept crap. No, different. Spirit is telling me that you have to be real to yourself, that you're not happy in this situation, this on-off with this lover, or not lover, or who knows who that is. It's not a marriage, it's just a hookup. This is just sex and hormones, and not a twin flame situation. Change it. Yeah, okay. Relax, change it somehow. Maybe you need your time to relax here. I'm not gonna lie, but guys, in a long run, this is the month to get really clear with things that you want to accept in the long term or not. Money will be fine, okay? That's what I see. So you can afford to relax a bit, guys, yeah? If you can afford it, just go to this vacation or whatever you want, yeah? What you should do? Oh, you should be in your feminine energy. Be soft. Don't push. Yeah, accept that, you know, nothing is enough sometimes, yeah, that nothing is going on is okay. Trust that you have enough friends and lovers and who and whatnot to have your back, because it is okay. You are still succeeding, you are still a success, even though you're not doing a shit, yeah? Or you can't do so much, okay? Because you need the time to relax.
And people sensing that in your environment and they're helping you. Let them, yeah? Spend time with your friends, with a psychotherapist maybe, if that's a thing for you, okay? Book a reading with me, I don't know, yeah? You know, I'm not telling that because, you know, I'm not manipulating you guys to book a reading with me. But, you know, I just see some cards like, you know, do something nice for yourself, whatever it might be, yeah? If the last thing could be a reading with me, okay? You are successful, even though you don't feel like that, but you are. You are, and it's just somehow in your DNA that you are successful, even though you don't need to do so much. Yeah. Cry me a river. You feel like a 6 from your feelings, so you know, you feel a little bit medium, you don't feel very happy, but you can feel like an 8, a little bit 2 points more with your good mood, have more good mood. You know, do yourself a favor and have some nice things in your activities to make a better mood for yourself. I love you. Thanks for your subscribing, and see you in the next video, okay? See you, bye. That was Michelle with a reading.